10 minute यार
Yes,
सुनने की भी आदत डालो.
sir.
Whatever it is,
The difficulties.
whatever it is,
Now-
if the cleanliness is not there,
Yes.
if it is not being properly maintained,
Certain amenities were not
Yes, that's
provided,
fine.
and they're
fine.
Yes.
Whether it will come under the purview of this act.
क्वेश्चन पूछ दिया तो तकलीफ होने लगेगी.
सर देखिए सवाल इस बात का है सिंह साहब
जी
मैं एक चीज आपसे पूछना चाह रहा था
जी
जब हम कुछ चीजों को जो अपेरेंटली मेंटेनेबल है कि नहीं है उनको डिसाइड किए बगैर जब कोई ऑर्डर्स करते हैं इनके राइट्स के ऊपर कोई कुठाराघात नहीं करने वाला हूं सर ये मैंने पहले ही क्लियर कर दिया है unless and until something which is otherwise legally not permissible. No, sir, without adjudicating upon the maintenance of such an application before the SDO under this act, I will not proceed further.
the matter.
I am giving you the last opportunity, then I will not adjourn the matter. Choice is yours, either seek adjournment just now or then conclude the arguments. But even by the builders.
No, it is not by the builders. my lord.
Then
The difficulties, irrespective of the maintenance and other things, my lord.
forget about the range of issues. First of all, answer my query. What is the purpose of this act? Oh, Dina Jara.
Brief background of this case, my lord. Your lordships would appreciate, my lord, that this is a case wherein a developer, that is Mr. Soni, my lord, developed a colony. In fact, developed a property which is purely meant for senior citizens, my lord. That was like a senior citizens' home with all amenities and facilities. In fact, it was only the senior citizens who can reside there. So, therefore, my lord, this project was developed. However, the residents of the project faced certain difficulties regarding the amenities and other things which were promised to them. As a result of which they filed a case under the Senior Citizens Act, my lord, claiming certain benefits. Now, my lord,
That is maintainable?
no, my lord, that your lordships would see that that matter went to the subdivisional officer, my lord. There were range of issues. Subdivisional officer decided in the favor of the senior.
Such an application is maintainable before the SDO under the right to say.
My lord, there were range of issues.
maintenance and welfare of parents and senior citizens.
They were, my lord, there were range of issues which were.
Forget about the range of issues. First of all, answer my query. What is the purpose of this act? Oh, Dina Jara. What is the purpose of this act?
The purpose of this act is, of course, for the welfare and the maintenance and welfare of the senior citizens, my lord.
And which is to be paid by?
My lord, the act provides not only the children, but even others were included.
But even by the builders.
No, it is not by the builders, my lord.
Then
The difficulties, irrespective of the maintenance and other things, my lord.
whatever it is,
The difficulties.
whatever it is,
Now-
if the cleanliness is not there,
Yes.
if it is not being properly maintained,
Certain amenities were not
Yes, that's
provided,
fine.
and they're
fine.
Yes.
Whether it will come under the purview of this act.
my lord,
Please argue on that issue, sir.
my lord, can I most respectfully submit, my lord?
Please take out the act, sir.
Sir.
Please point out the provision of law under which this such type of applications can be filed before SDM.
My lord, I'll just point out the Senior Citizens Act, of course.
Yeah, please, sir.
मैं एक अनुरोध करूं सर.
जी सिंह साहब.
ये सिद्धार्थ जी अब वहां जाएंगे जब आपने मूल क्वेश्चन पूछ दिया तो तकलीफ होने लगेगी.
सर देखिए सवाल इस बात का है सिंह साहब
जी
मैं एक चीज आपसे पूछना चाह रहा था
जी
जब हम कुछ चीजों को जो अपेरेंटली मेंटेनेबल है कि नहीं है उनको डिसाइड किए बगैर जब कोई ऑर्डर्स करते हैं
जी
तो वो एज ए प्रेसिडेंट साइट होने लगते हैं कि नहीं होने लगते हैं सर.
आप लिख दीजिएगा ना उसमें कि ये दिस इज
Sir, if I am satisfied,
this is compromise with this
sir, if I am not satisfied with the maintainability, I am the last person to say that it shall not be treated as a precedent. Because my personal view is the moment that the court says, or I would
Yes.
say that it is not to be treated, that means I myself is not satisfied with the proposition of law settled by me.
Yes.
So this is the primary question.
And
So
anyway,
this has to be answered by the parties.
that's separate issue, my lord.
No, sir, without adjudicating upon the maintenance of such an application before the SDO under this act, I will not proceed further.
That would be a
Only one
compromise.
thing, I know only one thing, that even the consent of the parties cannot confer a jurisdiction on a court which otherwise the court does not have.
Yes, that I.
So merely because a joint application has been filed, that will not nullify my query, sir.
That will not.
That is the difficulty, sir.
Siddharth has to answer that, Lord.
So if you are not ready with
But
that argument, no problem, sir. Please take time,
Yes.
make preparation, and then come with all.
My lords, in fact, your lordships would appreciate, my lord, the
Sir, देखिए,
burden lies, my lord, I'm
जल्दबाजी में,
no, I will not, I will be the last person, my lord, the matter.
I am giving you the last opportunity, then I will not adjourn the matter. Choice is yours, either seek adjournment just now, or then conclude the arguments.
My lord, then I'll.
My query is whether it was maintained.
I
Just a minute, यार.
Yes.
सुनने की भी आदत डालो.
Sir.
My query is whether such an application is maintainable or not. If it is maintainable, then the only question which will be left for me is to consider as to whether the compromise which has been arrived at between the parties is legal or illegal. Beyond that, I am not going to touch that compromise conditions, right? I cannot compel a party to do which is otherwise illegal. So I have to just consider whether it is within the legal framework or not. If you are trying to give up certain rights, it is none of my business. If they are trying to give up some certain there, it is their prerogative, right? I am not going to say that why you are giving this much of right or why you are claiming this much of right. It is your prerogative, provided it is not an illegal one. That will be the only consideration for me.